Hey, this movie was great. I loved it. It was so much fun. While I was watching it, one of the things I really love about movies like this is seeing the references for fans. Like, I clocked Demon Knight, Supernatural, a little bit of Dusk Till Dawn, and so I wanted to know for you guys, like, how excited are you about this movie? What were your favorite films to see in the screening, and also uh, favorite scenes to shoot in terms of like the action and all of that, and just like kind of being fans of the genre as well.
I think Ryan being a cinephile goes a long way. And there was one really cool thing that I like how it came together. And we were under a lot of time constraints making this film because we were shooting in New Orleans in the summer, and that means it's about a 16, 17-hour daylight, but we needed to shoot the film at night. So there was a lot of times we were fighting the light. And I remember one of them, if you guys remember, was when those who had turned were all outside and we were singing Pick Poor Robin Clean and we were marching towards the juke.
Sun starts coming
Yeah,
up.
and the sun started coming up, so we didn't have a lot of time to get the shot. But there was a Night of the Living Dead homage in there that was dope. And Ryan being a cinephile, there's a lot of stuff from a lot of other movies that it seems like he's paying homage to, which is all the more reason for people to see the film multiple times.
Yeah, yeah.
And what were some of your favorite scenes to film in terms of like the action? Because that ending, the uh, just I don't want to give a lot away. But yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
I'll
hardest
say,
part about this film, right?
yeah.
It's
I'll
difficult.
say,
It's no. You go ahead, please. Go ahead.
oh
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say one of my favorite scenes to film. It wasn't an action sequence, but it's when things turn left. We had some days we couldn't get through the shoot because we were just cracking up laughing. So there's also some like inside jokes that I think we all were laughing at that the rest of the audience wasn't laughing at. But that made watching it really special because it I felt like I was back on set with these guys again and getting to see that when Omar puts his hand out, I just every time I have a
God.
chuckle. I can't.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Give it up.
Because you know what's coming.
Give it to me.
You
Yeah.
know what's coming.
Too
Right.
many
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, thank you so much. And this film was just fantastic. It was great seeing you all, and yeah, I loved it.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about with the movie, Delroy, your character, when they're driving to the joint, and he
Mhm.
talks about, how he won a lot of money, he had all this money, him and his friend, and
Mhm.
what happened to them
Mhm.
there. I think that is a very important part of this movie and kind of
Hmm.
ties in with everything that happens. Even with Remek's character, it seems like a lot of pretty much all of them, their lives were destroyed by this type of thing.
Mhm.
Remek talks about why he wants to get the power is because they came into his village and destroyed them and called them all sinners, and
Yes.
so yeah, if you can talk a bit about that.
The monologue in the car. Um, it's hard to talk about this film without giving too much, without revealing too much. But the monologue in the car was, for me, it came to represent not just a really powerful monologue that I got to work on as an actor. I came to identify that monologue as part of my origin story, including including how I react to the chain gang. And at a certain one of I think the first cut that I saw, the chain gang was not included in the
Right.
cut, and I had to talk to Ryan. And to Ryan's credit, to Ryan's everlasting credit, he said to me, "Man, what do you think? What are you feeling?" And I told him honestly how I was feeling at the omission of that scene. And
That's
God bless you.
Sorry.
And he took it on board, and it was reinserted. That monologue, which actually starts with seeing the chain gang, is part of my origin story. It's part of where the drinking comes from. It's foundational to where the drinking comes from, and the basis of the pain that I am medicating against, self-medicating. Because Rice was my again, without revealing so much, I talk about a person in that monologue who was my dude. I mean, my ace boonie, and to reveal what happened to him and the fact that I could not or did not do anything about it. There was nothing I could do. So what I can do is I can continue to make my music, exercise my quote unquote power in that way, and I can self-medicate to to numb the pain and the guilt. And Ryan and I talked about all of that, and thank God, they reinserted a lot of it back into the film.
Can I also say that's one of my favorite scenes, honestly, because
God bless
from that
you.
chain gang and in that car, and then you understand how blues was birthed in that one scene, because you see him live through this pain, and that pain then loses words, and the words turns into a moan, and the moan turns into a song. And when I saw that for the first time, it gave me chills. I was like, yeah, that's it.
It's one of the things
it.
I'm most proud about this movie for Delroy, is the symbolism of that
Yeah.
conveyed by your performance in that scene.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
It was
Yeah.
so moving.
Yeah.
and
Thank you.
educational.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That, moan at the end, how it kind of crescendos into a musical moment. I improvised that. That just happened in the moment. And Ryan and Michael B and Preacher Boy, we all went with the moment. We all went with it. We had a finite amount of real estate to shoot that scene. We had to keep turning around because we only had so much real estate to navigate that scene. And in that take, Michael B, he made a detour so that we had more ground to cover in the car, and Ryan kept the camera going. He kept it going.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And so that's indicative of the generosity. It's
Wow.
indicative of all of us as workers being on the same page and allowing space for something that was not in the script to become part of the narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm forever grateful.
Yeah.
And the mark of
Yeah.
thank you. But the mark of Ryan's generosity, Michael B's ingenuity in making that little detour, and it just helped us to get closer to the work.
Yeah.
And it's part of the joy of being part of this story. Yeah.